Your mind is your greatest asset, and if you do not take care of it, your money, your beauty, looks, and every other thing you acquire over time will not feel right.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you.
Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy, or you can call me Coco as my friends call me. On this channel we do everything self-development, lifestyle vlogs, and every other thing in between. So we started a new series on this channel titled the Level Up series, and on our previous episode we talked about how to level up spiritually. It was really exciting, and if you've not seen that video, please go back and watch that. I'll be putting it in the description box so that it will be easy for you to find. So today on episode 2, we're going to be talking about how to level up mentally. When we talk about leveling up mentally, it is not about pretending to not feel anything, hiding our feelings, or trying to be the strongest person in the room where you are in pain. It's about being able to confront your feelings, being able to get over self-sabotage, comparing yourself with other people, being able to get over being an overthinker or being a people pleaser. This is what mentally leveling up or leveling up mentally rather means. And this in this episode, this is what we're going to be talking about. The first step is to be aware of your thoughts. Self-awareness in this life is very important. If you have a messy mind, your life is going to be messy. What am I trying to say? The way you think or the way you look at yourself is very important. A lot of people, like myself back then, I always tell myself that I will not be able to do this, even before trying to do it. That is one thought I want you to combat. I want you to fight today. Instead of telling yourself that I cannot, tell yourself that you can. Always encourage yourself. Learn to replace negative thoughts about yourself with positive thoughts that you are able to do it. If this person can do it, I can do it. If this person can study medicine, I can study. If this person can do this, I can do it. That's one thing. Be self-aware. Don't always put yourself down before any other person self even puts you down. That is one way to level up mentally. Next one is building mental discipline. I am on this table. I'm not even going to lie, and I'm trying to work on myself. I have always been very disciplined when it comes to waking up, making decisions, or drawing out my schedule and not being able to keep up to it. But for now, or as from now, I am trying to meet up. When you make plans, when you draw out plans, try as much as possible to go ahead with it. Of course, there's this little voice in your head that will always tell you, just wait till next tomorrow. Tomorrow you can do it, just lie down. Please try. As little as trying to wake up very early in the morning. For me, it was very difficult waking up in the morning to do so many things just because I graduated from school and I didn't have anything I was doing. So I could just sleep and wake up 10 o'clock in the morning. But as much as I could, I always set my alarm 6 o'clock, I am up. Even if I'm not doing anything, I wake up, I pray, I try to do one or two things just to get my body started for the day. And as time goes on, I'm planning on trying to extend it or reduce the time, maybe 5:30, just in case I find myself in a place where I have to wake up on time. So always have that discipline. If you tell yourself that tomorrow I am going to do one, two, three, four, five, try as much as possible to try and do one, two, three. If you can't do 4 and 5, you know that you have tried. Not just waking up, making plans, and not showing up. Always try to show up. That is the mental discipline that we're talking about. Try as much as possible to cut off distractions that will make you not do that particular thing. For me, there was a time where I wake up in the morning, early in the morning, and the first thing I just grab is my phone. And I'm always on my phone. I'll be there for 3 hours without even knowing. So me trying to wake up around 6, I end up leaving my bed around 10, which is a very terrible habit. So what I tried to do was sometimes I remove my phone from where it is. So when I wake up, I don't find it. And I try as much as possible to like do other things. Then sometimes when I know that okay, even if my phone is with me, I just constantly tell myself, you know what, you're not going to press your phone. You're not going to press your phone. I wake up, move around, and I know that okay, I'm done with one or two things before I go back to, you know, touch my phone. That's trying to remove the distraction from stopping me attain my morning goals or whatever I set for that particular day. I'm still working on myself, of course. There are so many things that I have planned to do and I procrastinate. I'm working on. The next is protect your mind. This is a very vast topic, but I'm going to try as much as possible to summarize it. Protecting your mind, what does it mean? Protecting yourself from negativity, both online and offline. If you are someone who feels like who is easily pressured, right? It is time for you to try as much as possible to reduce those negative videos that makes you feel pressured, that makes you want to compare yourself to others, that makes you feel like you're useless. That is what I'm trying to say. The internet is not a real place. That's one thing people should know. That's one thing I've come in terms with. So somebody can just come online, oh, I just bought a house worth 150 million naira, and you are there on top of your bed eating popcorn and feeling pity for yourself, insulting yourself that, oh, this one is my mate. So when I just say, oh, my name is this, I am 19 years old and I made my first 1 million naira when I was 15. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm not saying I'm saying that you shouldn't use their own life to measure yours. I don't know if that makes any sense. Please, as much as possible, protect your mind, protect your peace. If you have friends that are constantly making you feel some type of way, there are friends that they always put you down, they insult you just to make themselves feel better. I would advise you to just gently move out of that kind of friendship because it's not going to be good for you mentally. If you have people that always constantly talk to you, put you down, move away from that space. Stop consuming content that makes you doubt your life or make you hate your life or make you get angry at your parents. You're not going to have peace. If you have time, there are times I've gone through social media, see people when they talk about their progress, their success, and I know that they're the same age with me or I'm a bit older than them, I start feeling some type of way. I just remove that. I just go offline. Either I go to watch a movie, I go to read a book, or I just look for something to take my mind off of it, or I play gospel music just to refresh my mind and to remind myself of the promises of God. This is what I mean by protecting your mind. So things that make you feel uncomfortable, make you feel low in life, bye. Bye, Felicia. Let it go. Let it go. The next is healing and letting go. Of course, this topic is very, very sensitive. It's very hard for people, even for me. It's very hard. There's so many things that have happened to me. There are so many people that have offended, hurt me. At the end of the day, I just let go, heal, forgive them, and let go. Not because of them. They don't actually they don't actually deserve it, of course, but because of my mental health. Because I just want peace. I don't want to start thinking about a particular situation or what somebody has done to me, and I am angry. Of course, you're not going to forget. You cannot forget in this life. But the reason why we're saying heal and let go is when you think back to that situation, you won't feel hurt, you won't feel bad, your peace will not be taken away. You just laugh and you move on. That is the reason why there is nothing as important as your own peace. Do not allow somebody to take your own joy. Somebody that offended you, the person's in the house, sleeping and snoring, drinking away, and you are there, you are just feeling sad. I'm not saying you should forgive them and go back to them or start talking to them. Forgive, then give them distance. Because if you keep letting them back into your life, they'll keep doing the same thing to you. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So if it's your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, or even yourself, because there are some people who are angry with themselves because of some situations they've allowed happen. Forgive yourself. Heal. Stop torturing yourself. It's time for you to just let it go. Let it go. Of course, yes, just tell yourself, I have made this mistake. I allowed this person to treat me this way. Okay. If you want to cry, cry. But just move away from it. It is hard. Another thing that will help you to heal and let go is also pray about it. Tell God to help your heart, to ease your mind. The last but not the least on this episode is feed your growth. What does that mean? People who want to grow in life in any way, they don't stop learning. There are books for you to read. Of course, you don't just become matured all of a sudden. There are steps and practical steps that you take, like reading books about self-development, books about there's this book, Atomic Habit. I was reading it, although I'm not done with it, but it's a life-changing book. It helps you to identify the little things that are like that do not make you grow as a person. So once you start working, you start noticing. The first step is noticing and knowing that okay, this is what I do that does not make me, grow. Then you start working on it. That's where growth comes in. Saying growth only comes when you keep learning. You don't stop learning in this life. It doesn't really mean learning as a doctor or as a nurse, learning how to interact with people generally. Because when you are mentally matured, when you are matured emotionally and mentally, you treat people better, people see a different you. And if you want to be a different person in 2026, I believe and I urge you to start reading books. And with that, we're done with this episode. I hope you enjoyed this video and it made an impact in your life. So please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to get my video anytime I post. And as for consistency, I am trying so much, trying so hard to be consistent, trying to post two times in a week on this channel. So please, your support will even be a bigger motivation for me to be consistent.